Hey viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome. To my returning subscribers, welcome back, my loves. So it's Saturday morning. Today's protection day, so don't forget to do all your protection rituals today, okay? Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to hop in really quickly and get some live readings in today, as per usual. Our usual Saturday team. So if you want to hop in, make sure you, once you send your donation, just drop a green heart so that I know that you're wanting a reading, okay? And we'll go into it. I'll give everybody just a few minutes to hop into the live stream. Why do I have one of these cards? Anyway, that's for my tarot deck. Anyway, also, you guys, if you haven't seen collective readings that I've already posted, you guys, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. I've already posted Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. I've also posted Aries, Leo. I plan on doing Sagittarius later today. Cancer. And who was the other one? I don't remember, but when I figured it out, Scorpio. Yeah, Cancer, Scorpio, and Sagittarius today. That's what I plan on doing. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you guys can watch the content that is based on your astrology sign, okay, or placement. Sometimes you may watch tarot videos that are specifically for your sun sign, but honestly, you have other placements that are a lot stronger, like your moon sign, Venus sign, rising sign, that sometimes you may resonate with more heavily. So if your sun sign video doesn't necessarily resonate with you, feel free to watch any other placements that may be in your channel, because there may be messages there that Spirit Art is intending for you to receive, okay? So there's that. Hi, Jayadi. No, all my live stream readings are donation based. Yeah, they're donation based. Where are you from, Jayadi? Just you have a unique screen name. That's why I asked. Also, I'm going to go ahead and pull messages for the collective before I get started. Also, as you hop into the live stream, please let me know where you're from so I can shout out to your country, state, city, whatever the case may be. Let me know where you're from so I can shout you out. Rico, please get out of that closet, sir. Rico. All right, guys. So let's get some collective messages this morning from Spirit for the collective. As always, as you hear always on any tarot readers channels, please only take what resonates and leave what does not, right? All right, Spirit, what message do you have for the collective today? Growth, physical and spiritual nourishment. So Spirit's messages to the collective today, right, is growth. Focus on your growth and also celebrate your victories, celebrate your successes, celebrate how far you've come, because it's so easy to get caught up in, man, I still need to do this, and I'm not great at this, and blah, 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 and all the negative things that we don't want to tell ourselves, because, you know, words are powerful, words are affirmations. So you have to be really careful and aware of what you are training and programming your subconscious mind to believe, whether it's about others or yourself. So Spirit says focus on growth this week. That's the biggest thing. What have you learned from your past experiences? What are you learning from the experiences that you're having right now in this moment in your life? What is it that Spirit wants you to learn? Is it to be more proactive about your health? Is it to be more proactive about your spiritual practices? Is it to be more to invest more into yourself than you do everybody else, because you're constantly giving to everyone else and you have nothing left and you're exhausted? That's a choice. You know, we all have choices, and Spirit is saying choose your growth. Choose to focus on where you want to be and where you are right now. Okay? A lot of you have grown. You've outgrown karmic cycles. You've outgrown toxic relationships. You've outgrown toxic friendships. All kinds of things. So Spirit says to celebrate that. You know what I mean? Like, to be grateful that you had the opportunity and you had the experience to go through what you went through, but be glad that you made it out on the other side of it. You know, it's not easy. Continue to feed your spirit as well, right? Continue to feed your spirit. And take care of you. Make sure you are nourishing mind, body, and soul. Make sure you are taking care of your physical body, because the spiritual body is heavily impacted by the way that we take care of the physical body. So if you're not drinking enough water and you're not eating fruits and vegetables and you're just constantly stuffing your body with processed meats and processed foods and you're not getting the proper rest, it's going to affect your spiritual body. So make sure you keep that in mind, or you're not taking certain supplements, or if you've been giving certain prescriptions by your doctor, licensed physician, you need to take them, right? Don't just, a lot of people dabble into spirituality and then they start ignoring what licensed professionals and doctors who have been trained in medicine have told them to do, because they feel like, oh, well, I can smoke this plant or this herb or make this tincture or this tea and it's going to take it away. No, ma'am. No, sir. If your doctor specifically gave you a certain thing to do, you better follow it. They've gone to school for whatever that is. So, okay, there's nothing wrong with doing alternative things, but you definitely want to be careful when it comes to your health. Your health should be number one priority. And that's not even just the physical health, but even with your the people that you're physically intimate with, be careful. Sexual health is important as well. Like, people just play around out here. It's getting bad. So you have to be very careful. Mind, body, and spirit. All right, you guys. All right, so we have crossroads. We have indecisive, stuck, stalemate. Some of you guys may be in this energy right now, but Spirit says take some time alone to reflect, to think about the decisions that are being placed before you, so that way you make the best decision for yourself, right? Not really sure. Some of you guys may be faced with a choice between two people. That could be a thing. You know what it is that you desire from the outcome of those situations. So Spirit says weigh it out. Weigh out the pros versus the cons, and then make your decision accordingly. If I go with A, knowing A, based on A's actions, what could the possible result of that be? Trust yourself more. Trust your intuition more. A lot of times, people come to tarot readers and spiritual advisors because they want us to tell them the answers, and it's like, you already know the answer. For me, if I go to another reader, it's for confirmation. It's for a little bit of clarity. It's not because I'm wanting this person to tell me the answer to a question. Not saying that you can't ask a question. You can. But a lot of times you already know the answer to the question. So the thing is, what are you doing about it? You already know that if you continue to feed fire with air, it's going to grow, right? It's going to create more drama and more problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, think it through. That's the biggest thing that I can tell anyone as a tarot reader. Think it through. Stop and think before you act. Because a lot of times, if you just be still long enough, be present, be in the moment, right? Ground yourself. You can take some time to think about the decision before you go through with it. And then you'd be like, I don't even know why I wanted to do that in the first place. Right? Like, hey, Divine Boo. Hey, Kay. It's 12:22, love. Thank you for the donations. Also, just a reminder, if you're hopping in and you send a donation, please drop a green heart so we know that you donated. All right, because I'm gonna verify it. Okay, I know that you do, but there are people who come in here and say they're gonna do it and they don't. So if you could please drop a green heart after you donate so the moderators know, Divine knows, Aisha knows, I know, I can verify. But yeah, I was thinking about that this morning because I've had so many clients. 1222, love. It's 1222 is the donation amount. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome. And the donation amounts for readings are 1222. Okay, for just a basic spread, 5-card pool. But yeah, some of you guys collectively may be faced with multiple decisions. You may be juggling. Should I do this? Should I do that? Take some time to weigh out and consider your options. What we got here? Unconditional love, free from judgment, expect nothing in return. All right. Awesome. Thank you, love. So a lot of you guys, you love the people around you. You have so much unconditional love for the people around you, which is really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Thank you, Kay. Which is really, really beautiful. A beautiful thing to have. What was I going to say? But make sure that if you're giving that type of unconditional love, whether that's to your family members, friends, partner, whoever it is, that they're giving you the same unconditional love, right? And you also need to give yourself that same unconditional love. Like, no matter what, stop judging yourself so harshly. You know, you're human, you're gonna make mistakes, you're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? So give yourself that unconditional love, that grace that you give to everybody else. Like, you're so willing to give other people chances. You know, I'm not even gonna bother with it. I'm not gonna say nothing, whatever. But you need to say something. You need to speak up. But you do it with kindness. You do it with kindness. Just letting somebody know, just pointing something out. Also, a big thing to note that correction. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Correction is love. Correction is love. Because if my best friend tells me something that I need to hear for my personal physical or spiritual growth, because that's the message that Spirit gave today for the collective. If one of my friends tells me something that I need to know for my growth, whether it's physical or spiritual, I'm going to listen. It's because they love me. It's because they want the best for me. It's because they want to see me happy, they want to see me successful, and they want to see me fulfilled. So if someone that is close to you, and you know intuitively the person's intentions towards you, they give you constructive criticism or advice on a situation, don't take it personal. Don't be so quick to be offended by it, because 9 times out of 10, especially, and you will know, sometimes people just say things to be ornery, but you'll know the difference. You'll know the difference between someone coming to you and saying something to you from a place of love and concern versus somebody just coming at you crazy, talking to you crazy, talking to you sideways, because I don't do that. But a lot of times people don't want to hear what their best friends or their parents or whoever the person is has to say, because they don't like what's being said, but it's true. It's true. And anytime you find yourself being offended by something that was said from whoever it's from, first stop and ask yourself, you know what, is this factual? Is this true? What's being said to me? Is this true? The reason you can't succeed here is because of da-da-da-da. You need to leave this person alone because of A, B, and C. If it were me, I would walk away from this situation because of A, B, or C. Is it true? Is it true? You're codependent. That sounds harsh, but is it true? Yes, love, you can drop your question. You can go ahead and drop it. It's like I saw something the other day. I was dying laughing on Instagram because somebody had said something, you know, if you're not familiar with tarot, for those of you who are familiar with tarot, you've heard of that term twin flames, right? Y'all know how I feel about that term. When I first got into tarot, I heard it all the time, saw it all the time. People wanted to talk about it. People wanted to ask me about, oh, is this my twin flame? No. Most people will only, if they meet a twin flame in this lifetime, it will be once. It's a rare occasion. So most people running around using that term loosely, it's more of an obsession. And it's more of a psychological disorder called limerence, where you're so obsessed with another person, you just don't know how to let that person go. How is Courtland feeling about you after you guys hung out? Let's find out. I do want to ask though, are you and Courtland, have you guys not been in communication since you guys were hanging out together? I'm gonna ask you a question, Kay, because I want you to think about it. Because I want for my followers and subscribers to exercise their intuition. So, in your opinion, how did it go when you guys hung out? Let's start there. In your opinion, how did you feel intuitively when you were around Courtland while you guys were together? How did you feel about it? Your interaction with him? And then I'm going to pull cards to see if Spirit confirms what you were thinking or feeling. That's what I'm going to do. Most tarot readings are for confirmation or a little bit of clarity. Good. So let's see what Spirit says. Oh, this actually smells better than I thought it would. This is a new sage bundle, y'all. This is, it's white sage and lemon basil. I got it yesterday. I got 2 of them yesterday. And I also got incense because I'm the queen of incense in my place. Always burning incense somewhere. So there's that. But this actually smells really good. I wasn't expecting it to smell that good. I don't know why, but... I can kind of smell like a lemony smell. That's funny. Okay. Alright, Holy Spirit, God, Source, please let me to see the messages for Kay in regards to Courtland. What's the overall energy? What's his overall energy towards her, Spirit? Love struck. Spirit's confirmation, and you saw that card fly out. Love struck. So yeah, he really, really likes you. Okay. Connected. He feels like you guys are connected like a Wi-Fi router, baby. He feels like you guys get along very well. You guys vibe very well. Just good vibes, good energy between the two of you guys. I love that. I don't know why, but that concept is definitely the way I would think about a situation. Like, okay. All right. I choose you. I choose you. Yeah, he's into you. He chooses, yeah, he's really wanting to get to know you. Yep. Right now, he's giving you his undivided attention in the spotlight. You are in the spotlight, Miss Mamas. Happiness. Spirit's confirmation, happiness. So, it went well, babes. I'm not gonna pull no more. I'm not gonna pull no more. But he'll be texting you back and forth if he hasn't already to kind of let you know. Yeah, to kind of let you know. He might be texting you because for some reason, I don't know if it's just my experience, and y'all let me know in the comments, but I find that men prefer texting a lot more than women do. Unless they're older. Like, older men do like to talk on the phone. But men that are like my age that I've dated or whatever, they prefer to text, which is weird to me because I'm in my mid-30s, like almost late 30s. And they want to text. And I'm like, sir, let's not say we did. But yeah. Yeah, see? I figured based on this, I figured he would be texting you to let you know how he's feeling about you. Because let me tell you something. One thing about it, and two things for certain. Good morning, Key. How are you, love? Welcome back to the live stream. One thing about it and two things for certain. If a man is into you, he will let you know that he's into you. You do not have to listen. And I will say it again, and I will stand by my word. You will not have to beg, okay? You're not going to be sitting around confused. I don't really know. And if you're watching this live stream and you're kind of like, go ahead and block that individual that's making you feel like that. Like, go ahead and block the person. Go ahead and block the person. If you've been thinking about blocking them, go ahead and do it today, expeditiously, because nobody needs to be, especially at this big age, nobody should be in a situationship with somebody that's making them feel like, I don't really know. It's giving, I don't know. Like, if you've already been intuitively feeling like, you know what, I think I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go, or I might ghost him, I'm just not gonna respond. Go ahead and just put that person on block. Put them on block. You don't have to think about it. You probably should have done it sooner. Just saying. That was my experience this week. I had to block somebody because they weren't doing enough. Rico. Y'all, if y'all hear noise, Rico is in my closet, and y'all know how he is. He gets into things, so just bear with me. Yeah, for certain. They're going to let you know how they feel. They're going to make plans to see you. Good signs, okay? On his part, those are good signs, right? And so here's the deal. Me and my friend were just talking about this last night. You have to find somebody who is on the same page as you. Exactly. Rico stays doing the most. Y'all know he's in Aries. And something is in Aries, okay? Let's just start there. Too many men out here willing. You absolutely right, Key. Too many men out here willing. And so you have to find someone who is actually on your level. Be okay with telling dudes, no, I'm not interested. I'm no longer interested. We are not compatible. We are not on the same page, sir. We are not looking for the same things. You have to be comfortable as a woman with speaking up. That happens. I mean, but as long as the attraction and the chemistry is a mutual thing, the understanding, the feelings are mutual, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. I don't ever tell women not to shoot your shot, because sometimes shooting your shot will get you where you want to be. That just depends on the man. But you also want to make sure that they like you just as much as you like them, because what had happened was, like, if you are the only person that's liking them, right, and they're not liking you like that, you're probably going to end up getting ghosted, because they're not going to give you an explanation, because they don't really want to hurt your feelings. So you want to make sure that you both are feeling each other. You both are feeling each other. He's an Aquarius. That's too funny. That's too funny. But yeah, those are good signs. You know, as a woman, you know what you're looking for. You know what you want. Let's say you're only looking for a good time. You're just looking for a friend. Then that needs to be communicated to whoever the person is that you're dealing with on the other end. They need to know that this is not anything serious. This is what it is. So everybody in that situation, you and them both are involved. Now Rico's over here minding my business. But bye, Rico. So nobody can say later on that, oh, this person did me like this, whatever, because everybody was clear. Your intentions were clear. You knew what it was from the jump. Like, oh, well, we just gonna hang out or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, we're just friends, or we're just this. Sure, love, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, I got you, Keith. Yeah. That's perfectly fine, love. Anybody else, if you've already donated, make sure you drop the green heart in the live stream and then drop your question. But yeah, Kay, it looks like Cortland's intentions towards you is like he's giving you his undivided attention right now. You're welcome, love. You're most welcome. Thank you for hopping in. Thank you for all your love and support too. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, y'all, because we've already posted Aries, Leo. I have Sagittarius, Scorpio coming up, in Cancer. Because I'm not gonna forget my water signs and won't. And then Gemini and Libra, y'all will be after that. So there's that. Hi. You're welcome, love. Hi, Pooja. Welcome to my channel. All my questions here on my live stream readings are donation-based, love. So if you want to ask a question, you can send your donation through Super Chat, Cash App, PayPal. That's the thing. And I'm gonna start highlighting it and putting it in the top square so that y'all can see it when you hop into the live stream. These are not free readings. Yeah, I don't do free readings. I did them when I first started tarot 3 years ago. I no longer do them. But what was I gonna say? Make sure the person that you're dealing with is on. No, it's okay, love. No worries. No worries. Make sure the person that you're dealing with is on the same page as you. Make sure that person is looking for, oh, you're most welcome. Make sure they're looking for the same things that you're looking for. Otherwise, you're going to end up in a situation that is very uncomfortable for you. And you don't want that. You don't want to be feeling like, I did all this and I put all my time and I got dressed for him and blah, blah, blah. No, ma'am. Don't do it. If somebody is giving you very little effort, you put almost zero in. They're showing you who they are. And then go ahead and cut them off. Go ahead and cut them off, because if it's not giving what it's supposed to give, and here's the thing though. I feel like a lot of women are catching on to this slowly but surely, and y'all probably already know this. But if you allow a man to talk for just a few good minutes, he will tell on himself. Good morning, Aisha love. How are you? Men will tell on themselves. In the first 48 hours of having a conversation, texting this guy online, meeting this guy at the coffee shop, at the bar, at the club, wherever you meet this guy, at the cell phone station, he's going to tell you something about himself within the first 48 hours. He's going to tell you something. He's going to tell you something about himself. That's going to be like, so if you just allow the man, try not to get yourself overly infatuated because, you think this person is handsome or whatever, and they have this real cute profile picture. Exactly, Keith. My air sign babies know. Gemini, y'all be on it. Y'all be catching it. Libra, Aquarius, y'all be catching it. Because when you let people talk, they tell on themselves. And the water signs, y'all be peeping game too, because the water signs be listening. The water signs listen so they know how to handle you. Water signs be listening. They be wanting all the tea. Water signs be wanting all the tea. Like, oh, I thought you said that you were divorced. Now you're telling me that y'all live together. Which one is it? Sir, I thought you said that you don't eat pork, but then you just told me that you had pork steaks on the grill. You got to listen to the little things. You have to listen to the little inconsistencies during conversations. You don't really like children, but then you're over your sister's house babysitting. Pay attention to inconsistencies in conversation when you're dealing with people. When you're getting to know people. When you're dating them. People will tell on themselves, especially men. They will tell on themselves. Yeah, but I stay with her. But I stay with her, but really we not together. But you're over there 5 days out of 7 served. The math is not mathing. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know how sometimes, y'all finna laugh. You know how sometimes people speak in third person? Because I had a guy do this to me. He asked me questions and he was like, well, what would you say about thus and such? Or what is your opinion about thus and such? Really, my opinion about thus and such tells him what I would think about him. You see it? Exactly, Key. It really, me giving my opinion on the question that he's posing, right? For example, Divine, you're gonna crack up. The question that he's posing, well, how do you feel about if two people live together, they decide, you know, after they dated for whatever, they decide they want to move in together, whose name should be on the lease? Mine. Mine. And Will. You know, like stuff like that. Well, who should split the bills in that, and who should be responsible for splitting the bills in this relationship? That's a discussion that needs to be had. That was my response. That's a discussion that needs to clearly be had between those two individuals who decide that they're now on a level of where they want to move in and combine assets together. Because to me, that's common sense. You don't just move in with somebody and assume, oh, this person's going to be paying the rent and I'm going to be paying the light bill. You can't assume that. And I'm going to be putting groceries in the house every week. Like, you can't just assume that. That's a conversation. Exactly. Whose name should go on the top of the line? Like, that's a conversation that needs to be had. But first of all, be aware. This is also another red flag, ladies. Be aware of people trying to move too fast. And also be aware, another one is be aware of people who are still healing. Be aware of people who are still healing, and also be aware of if you are I don't want to say bougie, but you're kind of high maintenance. I'm high maintenance, and I get that from my mom, and I'm not ashamed of that at all. You should be, as a woman. A man should be required to do certain things for you, and if he cannot, he needs to step aside. But be aware of guys who are cheap, because it's giving cheap. Oh, well, when I go out to the club, I bring my own drinks because I don't want to spend $5 on a drink. Sir, who are you? Who raised you? Or, oh, I don't do Valentine's Day because that's a man-made day. I don't see the point in buying flowers for a woman when the flowers are just going to die anyway. It's giving selfish. You see what I'm saying? It's giving selfish. Like I said earlier, men tell on themselves during conversation. They tell on themselves during conversation. Let them talk. Let them talk. You really don't have to do too much. Let them talk. Let them talk. Okay? Let them talk. Okay? Let them talk. All you got to do is just let them at the mouth. And it's going to tell you everything you need to know. Oh, yeah, I don't. Or you see him and he's very unkept. I mean, hair is a hot ass mess. Beard is unlined. Exactly, Key. Listen and observe. And one of my coworkers, she be cracking me up because one of my coworkers is a Gemini, and she is so witty. She pays attention to people during interview processes because that's what we do all day. We're employment specialists, so we interview people for job placement all the time. People be saying all kind of crazy stuff. Yeah, I had bad attendance. I just be cracking up at the looks on her face. Yep, exactly. And then or the guys that are actually, like, they don't really tell you where they don't really tell you who they're staying with or where they're staying at because they don't want you to know that they're actually staying with their mom. Yeah. They don't want you to know they're actually staying with their mom or a roommate. They'll say, oh, I'm staying with a roommate. Be weary of the roommate stayers, right? The ones that don't have reliable transportation. I've encountered them. They're around. They're looking for someone to take care of them. They're looking for a ride. They're looking for a place to sleep. They're looking for somewhere where they don't have to do too much because you've already done it for them. You see what I'm saying? Hi, OMG, it's Chelsea, I'm sorry. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for hopping in, love. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and thumbs up the video, please, and thank you. But yeah, And if you like a reading, just send your donation and drop a green heart once you donate it, okay? But yes, be aware of the people who just be slick with it. They be real slick with it. Rico, what are you eating in there? I'm concerned. Whatever it is, I hope it's digestible. But like, yeah, like he said, just listen and observe. But I know a lot of times us as women, and I include myself in this because I've been there, done that. You know what I mean? Like I don't tell y'all stuff like this just for no reason at all. But you get excited, and so when you're excited, you're like, wow, this person seems like such a great person. You don't know them. Keep that in mind. You don't know them, and safety first. Safety first. And when I say safety first, protect not only your physical well-being, let people know your location, but also protect your heart. Okay, OMG is Chesley. You can go ahead and drop your question, love. Exactly, Aisha. It'd be the sob stories for me. Or the ones that just kind of, have y'all ever encountered a guy who, girl, same situation with a Taurus I talked to for a very brief time, and he had to get cut off because he was giving cheap, first of all, and he was giving very selfish, very self-centered, just very much into himself. And I was like, bang, because it's going to be a no for me. But have you ever dealt with someone that just kind of pretended like they were better than you? Like everything that they say, everything you say to them, they have to try to outdo you in some type of way. And it's weird because it's like, sir, we're very grown here, and that's unnecessary. Like, oh, I said, for example, I'll just give y'all a brief example. I had a cup of coffee and I texted the guy because he texted me and he was like, good morning, I hope you have a good day. What are you doing? And I said, I'm having a cup of coffee. Have you had a cup of coffee this morning? Like, just making conversation. And he was like, oh, I don't drink coffee because no, this is exactly what he said. He said, I don't fuck with coffee. He was like, I used to a long time ago, but I personally drink herbal teas, and herbal teas with natural honey in it because it's a lot healthier for you. So you're living at home with your mom. Please stop it. Please stop it. And I bet you your mom has a coffee maker. It's very weird. And I bet you your mother has a coffee maker, and I bet you Miss Mama's probably makes her a cup of coffee every morning. Ain't nothing wrong with it. See what I'm saying? Okay, I got you. So it's just weird to me. It's weird to me. Yeah, some men be secretly in competition with the women around them, and it's just weird to me. It's getting weird. Like, sir, you're no better than the next person. Really. All right, so let's get into it. Hang on, y'all, just a second. I'm gonna text my sister. All right, so here we go. All right, sir, what general messages do you have for OMG? It's Chelsea. What general messages do you have, Spirit? Just be aware of the different types of people who are out there and what you're actually dealing with. Just like he said, be aware. Listen and observe. You have one job when you're dating. Listen and observe. That is it. That is all. People tell on themselves within the first hour of conversation. All right, y'all. Okay, so these two popped out. That one popped out. And then I'm going to go into tarot. Okay, so Spirit's first message is for you, OMG, it's Chelsea, is to shift the way you move. Shift the way you move. If something is not working for you currently, the way things are going, it could be in work, it could be in your love life, it could be with your relatives and family members. Spirit says shift the way you move. There may be some people that you need to set boundaries with, if not completely cut off. There may be some, and you know who these individuals are, because when you see their name pop up on your phone, you automatically feel anxiety because it's like, damn, now I got to answer the phone and deal with this person, and I know how this typically goes. Or this person wants to play the victim, and it's like, I'm not with it. Or they just require too much. It's energetically too much. Spirit says shift the way you move. Also, if you're unhappy in a current business venture that you're dealing with, or it's not yielding fruit for you per se, Spirit says shift the way you move. Also, I have collaboration, so those two kind of tie in together, where it says help from others, teamwork. So if you have a goal, for example, OMG, it's Chelsea. If you have a goal and you have a certain financial goal, you have a certain career goal, right? Stop taking advice from people who are not even where you want to be. Take advice from people who are on that level that you're aspiring to be at, right? A lot of people who are doing very well for themselves financially they have coaching. You have to be willing to invest, though, and network with those individuals, because sharing that information is not free. If I'm a successful business owner and I'm making 6 figures a month, I'm not going to give out my secrets for free. I'm just not going to do it. But if you come to me and you're wanting to know, okay, how can I also get to this point, and you're wanting that information from me, Spirit says you're going to have to network and collaborate with individuals who are like-minded individuals, if that makes sense, right? We also have hidden shadows. Spirit says exercise your demons. That means there may be some shadow work that needs to be done, Chelsea. There may be some shadow work that needs to be done. There may still be some healing on your part. We hear that healing is relative, okay? And healing is a lifelong process. So that doesn't mean that you cannot enjoy your life. You can't date people. You can't go out, have fun. But be aware of the things that you're still dealing with, right? Hold yourself accountable. Make sure that you are personally aware of yourself. So when something is brought to your attention or Spirit shows it to you, you can say, man, I could have handled this situation better. I could have spoken to this person better. I could have treated myself better and put myself as a priority instead of giving my all to this situation or this person or this company without any type of boundaries or any type of requirements from them, or them not meeting my standards or my expectations. You see what I'm saying? So Spirit says shadow work is necessary. If you're the type of person that likes attention, a lot of attention, especially attention from other people, Spirit says, look at that. There could be some type of deep-seated issue where you didn't receive attention as a child. And now it shows up in the adult form of where you're constantly seeking external validation from friends, from peers, from men, from other people to give you that attention that you didn't get as a child. You have to cater to your needs now as an adult and give yourself that attention, right? Make yourself the priority. This doesn't mean that community is not important, because that goes into collaboration. Community is very important. Spirit says now is the time for you to build your support system, right? With the people who are in your inner corner, because you're gonna have days where you feel down or you feel like it's a struggle, it's a challenge just to get up and keep going. Spirit says you have to build a very strong safety net, a very strong support system. People tend to underestimate the power of really good friends. People tend to underestimate the power of having a really good, strong connection with your parents. If you are blessed to have that good connection with your parents, you are blessed. Or to have that good connection with your aunties or your cousins or your siblings. You have to build some type of a support system, so that way you're not constantly seeking validation from other people outside of you, right? And you don't feel so let down when someone doesn't choose you, because that's irrelevant. They don't have to choose you. Just because you want, and you may want love, and you may be seeking love, and you may be in a relationship with someone that you love very deeply, but this person does not show you the same type of reciprocated love and energy. And that's the thing. Sometimes just because you chose someone doesn't mean they're going to choose you. So Spirit's messages to you in general is to constantly put yourself as a priority. Focus on your goals. What does Chelsea want in life? How are you getting there? What are the steps you're taking to get there? Also, don't be a fool and don't ignore things that are put in front of you or people who are saying certain things to you for constructive criticism. People who really have your best interest at heart. Don't ignore those warnings. Those are spirit guides in the flesh. People who come to you and tell you certain things about yourself, it's not because they just don't like you or they don't want to see you excel, because if they didn't, they wouldn't say anything to you. That was the start of my live stream. People like my best friends will tell me certain things that sometimes I don't want to hear, but it's necessary. And I have to humble myself and say, this information is factual. What they're telling me is the truth. I need to be mindful of these certain things about myself, negative or positive. I need to be aware of it. Also, do not dumb down your skills. Do not dumb down your worth for someone else. Don't do it. You know your worth. You know what you're capable of. You know what you bring to the table. Don't make yourself look lower to make somebody else feel higher. Don't do it. Spirit says don't do it. So those are my intuitive messages for you. Also, if you're seeking true love and you're seeking a relationship of, like strong commitment, a strong bond with your person, it takes time. It takes time. Take your time and really get to know the person. Dating is collecting data. And if the person is not willing to date, and I'm not talking about the whole Netflix and chill type situations, absolutely not. If they're not man enough or adult enough to plan actual dates, to take you out, to get to know you, to have conversations with you over the phone, to see what kind of woman you are, how you carry yourself, the things you desire, what your goals are, cut the person off. Don't let someone waste your time, because that person wasting your time is blocking the person who actually is your true love and your soulmate waiting for you. Okay? So I hope all of that makes sense. I hope it all makes sense. But shadow work is going to be a starting point for you, Chelsea, because a lot of times we don't see ourselves in the way that we should, or we ignore certain things about ourselves. If you have trouble processing your emotions, or you have very severe or strong bursts of anger, you have to dig deep and figure out, where does that come from? Where does that come from? Strong insecurities. Where does it come from? How to process it, how to deal with it, right? Those are things to think about. Those are things to consider. Also, you don't have to be perfect. God never said you had to be perfect. He never says that. You have to try hard, though. You have to try to be the best version of yourself every day that you can possibly be. To show up. That's it. That's all you're required to do. Show up and be the best version of yourself. You're going to have moments where you're not perfect, you make mistakes. But again, you acknowledge, you take personal accountability, awareness, and you apologize for the wrong, and you make it right. You rectify the situation and you keep moving. You keep moving. This is not the time to be weak. This is not the time to give up. This is not the time to blame everybody else in your life for what has happened. Yes, hold people accountable. Don't let people walk all over you. But also, this is not the time. This is not the time to point fingers at everybody else. This is the time to look inward and say, what can I do going forward to change the narrative of my situation, to change the outcome of my life? That's my intuitive reading for you. Hope it all makes sense. All right, y'all. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? Did anybody come into the live stream that donated and I missed you? Because I'm about to get off of here. I got some things I got to do today. Key, love, if you want to book through my website, that's fine. If you want a personal reading, use the discount code that's in my stories, okay? But you can book it under question. That's fine. Can y'all see me? Because I don't see comments in here. I'm not seeing comments, y'all. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can see me. You're most welcome. A lot of people, okay, great. I'm seeing the messages now. A lot of people mistake tarot for like, oh, this person, because media, social media, TV, they always make like Cleo the psychic, which she low-key is the goat of tarot. I'm just gonna put that out there. But anywho, they make psychics out to be this person, or tarot readers out to be these people who foretell your future. And in some ways, there are certain things that we can see that we just don't say. But a lot of times it's not about telling you what's to come. It's really about focusing on being present. You know the saying of being grounded? Get outside. That's a message to everybody. Spirit's been giving that to me heavily. Get outside and cleansing. I know y'all have all heard this saying as a child. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Clean your space. Do you hear me? If I don't stress anything, cleanse your space. Cleanse your space. Cleanse it. Whether it's your car, your home. Yes, love. Whether it's your car, your home, your refrigerator, throw stuff out. It's the energy and the intention behind things. If you're surrounded by clutter and you're surrounded by clothes on the floor, clothes all over get you some hangers and put them clothes up today. Get that trash out of the car, vacuum it, clean it. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Take a detox. If you have not detoxed your body, you have not fasted, you have not taken a break from eating processed food, detox your body. The body and the mind work together. You cannot receive intuitive messages if your body is clogged full of shit. You can't. So that's why I say cleanliness is next to godliness. Every week I have a ritual because Saturdays are protection days, and I use Pine Sol to mop my floors, all of my floors. And I sage my home. I also do other things in ritual, but you can follow me on Instagram for that. But you have to cleanse your space. Prayer and meditation is another way to cleanse your space. I pray. Prayer is number one on my priority every day. Prayer and meditation to cleanse your space, to cleanse your energy, especially if you're a person that you work in the general public and you deal with people all of the time. You have got to cleanse your energy. You're around family members and cousins and folks. You don't know where they've been at. You don't know who they've touched. You don't know where they've traveled to. You have got to cleanse your home. Make it a requirement. People take their shoes off at the front door. It's a requirement. And if they don't, you have to go through and cleanse your floors. Because people carry things, not just physically viruses, but people carry things. People can cleanse your phone. Start deleting contacts and blocking people that you don't need to talk to. They don't need to have access to you. Keep in mind, all day long, cleanliness is next to godliness. If it's not being used for something, it's not being utilized, its purpose is the trash. That's where it belongs, if it's not being used. All right, Spirit. What are the messages you have for Chelsea? Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Spirit's message is it worth it? Is it worth it? You might be dealing with someone romantically, Chelsea, and you might be comfortable right now with this person. You know, you guys might be comfortable with each other. You guys kind of seem like you guys are on the same page. But Spirit says, take your time. Seven of Pentacles is like, the Seven of Pentacles for me as a reader is always, is it worth it? Is it worth the time, the energy, the investment? Because Pentacles are slow-moving energy. Taurus. I'm surrounded by Tauruses. From my grandmother to my mother, I'm surrounded by Tauruses. And Tauruses move in their own energy. Capricorn and Virgos. I'm surrounded by both Tauruses and Virgos mostly. And they all take their time to do things. They all take their time. And one thing about Virgo is going to be very thorough and analytical about the choices that they make. They're very thorough. Even if it's a stupid choice, Virgo makes sure they choose the best stupid choice. So with that being said, right? Spirit says make sure when it comes to relationships and love that you're still pouring into yourself and that this person is actually worth your time and energy. I have the Six of Wands. In order for it to be successful, you have to be very straightforward, blunt, and truthful about your expectations for the relationship, your love language, what it takes for you to feel loved and supported. That's that. Nine of Cups. Please continue being yourself. I can't stress this enough. Nine of Cups. Do not start changing your hair and changing your routines and doing things differently to please someone else. If you've always gotten your nails done, maintain them. If you've always gotten your hair done, maintain it. If you were going to the gym, keep going. Don't stop because someone else is intimidated by your presence. Spirit says continue doing the things that you want to do. And if you feel like you want to improve and you want to do something different, do it. Do it. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. How much attention is this person really giving you if you're in a relationship with them? That's another question to ask yourself, Spirit said. Also, you're going to be receiving the recognition that you deserve. I feel like in an employment situation or, in a career opportunity, you're going to receive, it's going to be successful for you is what Spirit wants you to know. It's going to be successful. You've been waiting for it to pan out, and it's going to pan out. It may take some time. Be aware of somebody playing with you. Knight of Wands. Their communication is spotty. They're kind of wishy-washy. That's the energy you're getting from them. Be aware of this person playing games. Specifically, mind games. Well, they'll tell you that, they'll tell you that they really like you, but then their actions show something different. You know what I mean? Spirit says pay attention to actions versus words. We have the Fool, the Ten of Swords. You may have to take a risk to end some relationships with people, Chelsea. Nine of Pentacles. You can do bad all by yourself is what Spirit said. You're fully capable of making yourself happy. You're fully capable. The Nine of Pentacles for me is like you're capable of taking care of yourself. You don't have to rely on other people to take care of you. Yes, is having a divine counterpart helpful? Absolutely. Love is a beautiful thing when it's in its pure form. But Spirit says the honest truth is if it's weighing you down, end it. Friendships are beautiful things, but only when that person has healthy intentions towards you, right? The Fool is Libra energy, and it's giving, go ahead and take that leap of faith. If there's something like an idea or a project that you've been thinking about working on, Spirit says go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. What are you waiting on? Ten of Swords, right? Spirit says go ahead and do it. Nine of Pentacles is also about being independent. Ten of Swords, there's a backstabbing. There could be someone in your energy who has betrayed you in some type of way, Chelsea, that has really hurt you. Spirit says you have every right to move on from this person. It's going to be hard, but Spirit says it's time for you to move on because it's causing more drama than anything. The Chariot is here. That's about moving forward quickly. Don't wait around. Go ahead and delete this person, block this person, and move around. If it's an employer, go ahead and start looking for other jobs now. If there's a coworker that is a hellraiser at work and all they do is try to instigate problems and it's causing you to be uneasy in your workplace environment, Spirit says move around. Me and my best friend have this saying, move around. This is the number one advice I'm going to give people. Move around. You do not have to stay somewhere where you are unloved, where you're not properly compensated, workplace environment, where your work is not appreciated because you work hard for what you do. The contributions that you make to that company, you're important, okay? And if you're not treated as such, move around. Same thing for a love situation. And Spirit says on the bottom of the deck, you're the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is about self-love and pouring into self. How much are you nurturing yourself as much as you give importance to everyone else? Spirit says focus on that. Focus on your needs, Chelsea. There's that, right? Is it equal give and take? Six of Pentacles. It has to be balanced. What happens to a divine feminine who overgives, right? She constantly pours from a cup that she doesn't have. Her cup becomes empty. That's like if I drink this water to half this bottle, right? And then I decide to give the rest of it to somebody else. I didn't get all the nourishment that I needed from this full, how many ounces is this? 16 ounces of water. I didn't get all the nourishment that I needed, the hydration that I needed from this full 16-ounce bottle of water because I decided I was going to be nice and give this person some, pour some for this person, pour some for that person. I started out with a full bottle, but you keep pouring into other people and not pouring into yourself. You're going to end up, you're going to end up damn near empty. That's about as much as you're getting out of that bottle because you're trying to help everybody else. Spirit says stop it. Stop trying to be Captain Save. Stop trying to be there for everybody else. Only give when you have the capacity to give. That's what Spirit says. Do what you can do and then move around. That's it. Some things people have to learn on their own. Stop. Do not get in the way of someone else receiving their karma, especially if they're a shit starter and they love drama. Let them figure it out. They're going to come to you crying and needing help. Spirit says no. Do not give to them because they need to learn their lesson. They need to, you can point them in the right direction. You can point them into the direction of a resource and how to get the help that they need. But it's not your responsibility to save them. It's not your responsibility to save them. Chelsea? That's what Spirit says. Okay? That's what Spirit wants you to know. It's time to move forward. Spirit says you're going to have to balance out your emotions too, because if you've been feeling a little bit emotional lately, the moon is in Pisces. We have a new moon in Pisces, so your dreams may be having very vivid dreams right now, and also you may be kind of feeling up and down a little bit because it's been a little rocky with when the moons and planets transit. You could be feeling that energy heavily. Like wanting to cry for no reason, wanting to pop off for no reason, getting upset for no reason. Venus is in Aries. People are a hot mess. But it's not your job. It's not your job to come to everybody's rescue. It's not your job to try to fix people and save people. You have one job, babe. You have one job: to exist, to be great in the person that you are right now today. You have enough stress on your own plate that you're dealing with, Chelsea. You have enough stress as it is. You do not need additional stress, and don't and shouldn't take on any more than you're capable of taking on. Think about this. When someone comes to you with a problem, right? Am I emotionally capable of being there for this person? Can I be there for this person? If you cannot, there are ways to answer that. Say, you know what? I'm so sorry you're going through this situation right now. And I really wish you the best. I will keep you in my thoughts and prayers, right? Because you're not able to help that situation. Also, when it comes to giving money to people, don't do it. Don't, especially men. I'm going to say this specifically for men. Especially men, do not do it. You will not see that money back. Don't do it. He comes to you, oh, babe, I can't keep my phone on. Can you send me $60 to keep my phone? First of all, sir, you're grown. You're big grown. Why are you coming to me about it? Well, I just lost my job. It's been hard for me here lately. Problem is, a lot of times we as women, we care too much. We care too much. Or a cousin or a sibling comes to you, I can't, And this is repeated. Like, I'm not saying every once in a while somebody might be struggling, they need a little help here and there, and this person is very reliable, right? Because we all have run into hard times. But some people will take your kindness for weakness. They will take full advantage. Listen, if you give them an inch, they will take a mile or 10. Don't do it. Don't do it. Especially for a grown adult man, do not do it. Because I'm telling you, you will not see it back. And he will continue to come back to you because he knows that you have it to give. He knows that you have it to give. Even if you have it to give, act as if you do not. Act as if you do not. Even with the relatives that always need something. Oh, well, I couldn't pay the whole light bill this month. I'm so sorry to hear about it. You might want to try and apply for assistance. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. You see what I'm saying? No, ma'am. No, we're not going to do that. Oh, well, I don't have anybody to keep the kids, and we were planning on going out this weekend. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell. Get somebody else to do it. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say, no. No, and you can say no without giving an explanation, without feeling anything about it. Say no without feeling anything about it. Because no is no. You're grown. You don't owe people an explanation. No, I'm not going to the cookout. I'm not going. I'm not going to the family reunion this year. I'm not going. You don't have to explain to everybody that all of the uncles and aunts that you grew up around who are very toxic, low vibrational people, you don't want to be around them. You don't have to explain it, but you're not going. Well, are you coming, honey? Your aunt so-and-so, she Aunt Beverly, she gonna be there, and they gonna be making all of this and that, and we want to see you and all the kids. No, I hope y'all have a good time, though. Hope y'all enjoy it. I will not be there. Sending y'all my love. Sending y'all my love. I won't be there. Get somebody else to do it. Please get somebody else to do it. Right? Boundaries is going to be the biggest thing. Yes. Boundaries is going to be the biggest thing this year for a lot of people, myself included, because people test me as a business owner. People test me all the time, which is one of the reasons I've had to tell people, because I have a website for my business, for my tarot business, for people to book in-depth readings. Well, I've had clients play with me and try to tell me, hit me up like, oh, I need a reading at 9 o'clock at night. That's not going to happen. Okay, you can go to my website and book there. I have time frames. I have a life outside of reading for you that you are going to respect. If you desire my services, you're going to respect my time. You're going to book like everybody else books. You're going to pay like everybody else pays. You're going to follow what I said. If you cannot follow that, then move around. Move around. You can go play with everybody else, but you're not going to play with me. People have to learn to respect other people. They have to respect you, Chelsea. They have to respect your boundaries. And they won't respect your boundaries if you don't respect your boundaries. And that is a lesson that I've learned in the past 2 years. If I don't respect the boundaries that I've set, how can I expect anyone else to respect them? And after you said it once, you say it again, it's time to go. It's time to go because they heard you the first time. They heard you the second time. Don't keep over explaining yourself. Don't keep giving people first, second, and third chances. Move around. Just move around because people will play with you if you let them. And then she had the audacity to tell me, well, I guess I'm just shit out of luck. I guess you are. I guess you are, since you can't follow simple instruction. I guess you're shit out of luck. Because what I asked for was very simple. I asked you to go to the website like everyone else does and book your session. But since you feel like you don't have to do that and you're, I don't know, just incapable or above everyone else, then don't book with me. I don't need it. I don't need it. Be okay with being alone. That's another thing. If somebody is not capable of respecting your boundaries and meeting your expectations, be okay with being alone. Okay, bye. You clearly told this man that you require dates. You want to take your time to get to know this person. This person is pressuring you. They're constantly pressuring you. Well, when are you going to come over? I'm not coming over, so stop asking me. Well, can you send me a picture? No, I'm not sending you anything. I don't know you. Well, when can I see you? When you make an effort to plan a date. When it's giving trash, go ahead and let the trash. Sometimes the trash will take itself out more than likely, but if the trash doesn't take itself out, you go ahead and throw it out. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Cleanse your space, cleanse your energy, cleanse your contacts, delete followers, let clients go, say no to job offers and people and partners and things that are not in alignment with what you're trying to do. You have a specific goal in mind. Entertaining things, people, and situations that are not in alignment with that goal is it's gonna cause problems and it's gonna block you down the road. You don't need it. Period. You don't need it. Okay? You don't need it. Simple as that. You don't need it. Okay? Don't let them stress you out, babe. Don't let them stress you out, babe. We're not gonna do that. So sending you my love. Sending everybody my love. Thank you guys so much for hopping into the live stream today. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. Please subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting more collective readings here and there and everywhere, right? And if you want to book a full in-depth reading with me, feel free to go to my website, AquarianEmpressTarot.net. Sending you guys peace and love. Okay? And until next time, peace out, y'all.